Hello and welcome back to the Bluayado channel. It's Wednesday, Declaration Day, Yield Max Group A, which is not my best week personally. I don't hold that many things in Group A, but I hope Fiat does good because that's probably the best one for this week. Otherwise, I don't know. We also got Rec Shares, Curve, Roundhill, Globex, and Defiance hasn't come in yet. Hopefully it comes in during this video. I have waited a while. It's already 8:30, so I'm not going to wait anymore. If not, I'll tell you on Friday for Defiance. So let's go. First up is MST Leverage plus income from MicroStrategy. And it's doing an 80% distribution rate, which is really high. And that's going to be a 0.2722 per share. Really nice for MST, the only individual stock right now in Defiance. So that's it for that one. Next up, let's look at Rec shares. They came in really early. Rec shares came out yesterday. So yeah, Rec shares came out yesterday, and they're paying today. They advised on Monday, so July 7th. This numbers came out on July 7th at 5:40 p.m. and they're paying today. So the first up is NVII, which is Nvidia coverage, and that's paying 0.1738 per share. That's okay. That's a decent payment. These are only 20 something dollar stocks. So yeah. TSII is 0.2875 per share. Nicely done. Tesla coverage here. MSII, which is MicroStrategy coverage, is 0.2569 per share. Also, really good payment. And COII is 0.2736 per share, which is really good. This is one that you're also getting growth in the price of the stock too. This thing started out at 25 and this is like $30. This one, the rest of them are still around 20 something dollars, but this one COII has gone up to about 30 bucks. So yeah, doing really good. Again, this came out Monday night. X date was yesterday. Payday is today for Rec shares. They pay on Wednesdays. So we got something that pays on Wednesday here. So Wednesday payment for Rec shares. So with the MST Rec shares, let's go for KURV. KURV, what do we got here? KURV, it's July 8th. This came out yesterday. And the payments are. All right, so AMZP, underlying stock is Amazon. It's 45 cents. That's okay. That's a decent payment. That's a decent payment for Amazon. And MSFY, which is coverage on Microsoft, is 25 cents. This is pretty steady. I haven't seen it going above 25 cents. Also haven't seen it go below 25 cents. So it's pretty steady 25 cents here for Microsoft, which is also good. Steady is good. And these are going to pay on the 10th. So they're going to pay tomorrow. Record date is today, 7/9. That's KURV. Then we got let's look at Roundhill. We got two sets of Roundhill now because they split out the cryptos and they indexes are separate now. So what's gonna pop up here? Let's see. Roundhill. Roundhill. All right, so let's do the crypto first because it came out yesterday. So these numbers came out yesterday at 6:59 in the morning. X date is today, 7/9. Payday is tomorrow, 7/10. These numbers are looking really good here. So yeah, so YBTC is 0.310600 per share, which is up because it was in the 20s for a while. And YETH, again, I told you guys, don't expect that $1.51 to keep coming. That's the money they owed us from June. So this is about what the real payment should be. So 0.358796 per share. These are weekly payers that are paying on Thursdays. So there you go. Thursday payments. Next up, let's look at the Roundhill for the indexes, which came out this morning. So these you can still buy today if you want to buy some more of these securities. The X date is 7/10, which is tomorrow, and payday is Friday, 7/11, 2025. So yeah, is this big enough? Yeah, here we go. So S&P 500 coverage ticker XDTE is 0.253709 per share. This is a decent payment, not too shabby. Nasdaq coverage ticker QDTE is 0.237135 per share. Nice. And last off, the Russell 2000 coverage ticker RDTE is 0.261960 per share. All of these payments are really good. Roundhill's doing really good this week. Happy and excited about that. Roundhill is doing excellent this week. Nice. So that's the Roundhill crypto, and that's the Roundhill indexes. Let's get Globex. Gotta go online for that one. Globex. In this search, we're looking for BCCC. BCCC. And then we go down and we go to distribution history. And it's 18 cents. All right, so it's going back up again. Last week was kind of disappointing at 14 cents. And now we're back up. So 0.188900 per share, making a comeback, up 4 cents from last week. Nicely done. And this is a record date 7/7, a pay date 7/10. So this pays on Thursday, and that's 0.188900 per share. So BCC, this is only the fourth payment, 18 cents. All right, Globex. And now let's go to what we all came for, which is Max Group A. Again, it's too tiny. But again, I know it's 4 digits now, so I'm going to make sure when I copy it over, I'm still seeing 4 digits. Right? Okay, let's see. Do I have 4 digits here? Blah, 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 blah. All right. Here we go. Max Group A. Starting out with the weeklies. So Chippy is 0.3488 per share, and that's going to be a 32.97% distribution rate. Okay. Next up is GPTY, which is the AI and tech one. Is 0.2952 per share, and that's 32.61% distribution rate. Then we got LFGY, the crypto and tech ETF, is 0.4817 per share. This is good. This is pretty constant. This is a really good buy here. 63.13% distribution rate. Next up, we got NASDAQ coverage. Ticker QDTY is 0.1909 per share. This is obviously less than what Roundhill came up with. So there you go. 22.51% distribution rate. RDTY, Russell coverage. Oh, see, they beat out. Yeah, this is beating out Roundhill right now. 30 cents. So there you go. 0.3040 per share is 34.13% distribution rate. Nicely done, RDTY. SGTY, which is S&P 500 coverage. Ooh, they dropped the ball on this one. Way less than Roundhill. So 0.1398 per share, and that's a 16.22% distribution rate. Next up, we got OT. OT is doing consistently well here. So yeah, 9 cents is about what it normally pays. So no difference here. OT 0.960 per share, and that's an 80.35% distribution rate. Y Max Magnificent 7. So Y Mag right here is paying 0.1263 per share, which is up from last week. I think it was only 5 cents last week. So there you go. That's a 43.26% distribution rate. Next, we got Y Max, which is everything. It's paying 13 cents, so 0.1347 per share, and that's a 51.13% distribution rate. Nicely done. And this is the debut payment for Berkshire, which is BRCK ticker. It's Berkshire B. And for a debut, I'm very surprised that's only 50 cents. So, again, I think I went right by buying this particular way to invest with the weekly one, which is what the weekly pays. Let me see. First payment for this from Berkshire. So yeah, they got 23 cents for the week right here. And waited a whole month to get 50 cents. So that's, again, I knew that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know what kind of payment this thing makes. So I'm going to go for the weekly so I get paid quicker to see what it does. And I only bought 5 shares of it. And I think that's probably what I'll only buy. I don't think I'm upgrade that position because it doesn't pay that high. So there you go. So yeah, debut for BRKC is only 50 cents, which is pretty dismal for a first payment coming from Yilmax. So I don't know how far this particular fund is going to go. Next up is if you thought Tesla was going to go short. Tesla's having some trouble. Again, I personally wouldn't have a fight with the president of the United States. I wouldn't do that when I have a company. I just wouldn't do it. And then, to tell you the truth, I did do analysis. I did have a class on this. What was holding up the Tesla was the incentives they got for having a clean car, electric car. And if he fights with the president and loses those incentives and tax cuts that he gets for having electric cars, that could be a turning point for Tesla as a company because they were propped up on those incentives they got. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Tesla, shorting Tesla here. You would have bought Crash and you'd have got 21 cents. So 0.2156 per share, and that's a 56.91% distribution rate. Now we got the Dorsey Wrights here. Fiat is paying $1.44. Nicely done. So 1.4445 per share, and that's a 50.97% distribution rate. Nice. Again, you can still buy these today and get paid on Friday. So there you go. 5e, which is another version. I don't want to mix these up. One has the best 5 in Yilmax plus the underlying stocks, and one is just the best 5 in Yilmax ETFs. So they're buying their own stuff and putting it in the bulk here. So there you go. So 5e is 1.0277 per share, and that's a 33.52% distribution rate. Next up, we got GUI. Underlying security is Google L because it's a difference. So 0.3077 per share, and that's a 33.16% distribution rate. OARC, I sold out of this. So there you go. That's ARC Innovations here. Is 0.3439 per share, and that's a 50.21% distribution rate. So there you go. Snowy underlying security is Snowflakes. And Snowflake is doing really well. They had a nice quarter last time. It's up to 220 something dollars per share, which is awesome. So buying the underlying is doing you good. Plus buying this one is also doing good. So Snowy is 0.4710 per share. And that's a 35.69% distribution rate. And disappointing for Tesla, but again, fighting with the president is not a good idea for your company, like I said before. And like you're propped up on those tax saving incentives, and if he pulls it in his bill, it's over. Um, let's see what happens. So Tesla, underlying security is Tesla, is a disappointing 0.373 per share, and that's a 65% distribution rate. I got 250 of these, and it doesn't even matter with a 38-cent payment. It doesn't matter at all. It's not going to be good this week for me. Max Group A is normally not good, and it's even doubly disappointing with this Tesla payment here because this is the highlighter, which most people own most of. The highlighters. I think he needs to make up with the president. You know, talk about something. Maybe you can't get back your position, but you guys should be on good terms. So he is not targeting you. That's like I say. All right, that's on my own perspective. I don't know what's going on in the government. I'm not getting involved. So TSMY, the line security is Taiwan Semiconductors, is nicely paying a 0.6378 per share, and that's 50.37% distribution rate. Next up is Zomo, which is Exxon Mobil. And this is on my list of stocks that you should own, the underlying stocks that you should own in your portfolio to beef it up. Because these stocks have been around for years and they will continue to be around and they will continue to increase their dividends. So I'm going to do that after this. But yeah, some stocks that I think you should have in your portfolio. If you even have just one of them, would be great. Because they increase their dividends and they've been around forever. So there you go. Zomo, underlying security, Exxon Mobil is paying 0.3649 per share, 36.44% distribution rate. That's that. And last up is Ybit. And this is Bitcoin coverage right here. Bitcoin was going back up, so I don't know why this payment is so low. But anyway, 0.3812 per share, and that's 46.36% distribution rate. So that's that. Let me just quickly go back and see if Defiance came in yet, which I don't know if it did. It didn't. I still don't have Defiance. Ay, 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 ay. All right, so Defiance is taking its time. Let me just do quickly. I put together, it's about 57 stocks right now that I think you should have in your portfolio. At least one share of it. Some of these are really costly, like Costco. Costco costs a lot per share. Um, Adobe is pretty expensive. Avigo is pretty expensive. So some of those, it's going to take a while to build up a position. But the ones that cost a little less, you could probably pick up a couple of shares of them just to beef up your portfolio, just to have an offset for some of these ETFs, because the ETFs, we're not going to lie about it. Most of these ETFs and Yield Max are experiencing NAV erosion, and you just want to have something to shore up your portfolio position. You can buy some of these stocks. I'm going to do the payments. So we missed most of the year here. I'll probably fill them in just to see if we had any div increases as comparison. But for right now, I just gave you the ones that's coming up. So what's coming up for July? Then again, some of the X dates are a month in advance, so some of these might have paid already, or you might have had to hold it last month to get paid this month. So check that out yourself. But in July, JP Morgan is paying $1.40. Coca-Cola is paying a dollar, I mean 51 cents. Cisco is paying 41 cents. This is Salesforce, even though it says CRM. Salesforce is paying 41 cents. Disney only pays twice a year, so you're only going to get one more payment for this for the year, and that's going to be it. So Disney is not quarterly, it's just two times for the year. It's paying 50 cents. Merck is paying 81 cents. Nike is paying 40 cents. DHR, I can't remember the name of this right now, but ticker is DHR, is paying 32 cents. GE is paying 36 cents. Intuit is paying $1.04. Oracle is paying 50 cents. Philip Morris is paying $1.35, and I can't remember what the name of this is right now, but ticker TMO is paying 43 cents in July. Now, these in August that's coming up, you could probably still buy these because the payment is out, but the record at X date probably didn't pass yet. So you can still buy into these. This is Caterpillar, is $1.51. Verizon is going to pay a 0.6775 per share. AbbVie is paying $1.64. Abbott Laboratories is paying $1.59, and Mastercard is paying 76 cents. For September so far, I see Eli Lilly is paying $1.50. So August and September, you can most likely still buy these stocks. Some of these in July may have passed already. So you can check out what the record date or X date was. It might have passed already, and you could have missed these payments. But yeah, again, this is just my thing. To beef up your portfolio, these are stable billion-dollar companies that will still be around. So even if they sway a little bit stock wise, they make comebacks during earnings. So like I said, buy when it's not earnings time, and you'll probably have a really good price, and then earnings you'll soar. And these payments are historically increasing their dividends per year. So whatever you make this year, if whatever shares you hold this year, you'll definitely make more money next year. That's all I gotta say about it, because they increase their dividends. This Adobe doesn't pay a dividend. I don't think it does. But and I made Disney red because Disney only pays twice a year. I think it's another one in here that doesn't pay a dividend but still a good stock to hold. I'll figure it out and highlight it in another color. But yeah, most of these are quarterly dividends and very good companies. Most of these are in the Dow 30. So 30 out of these are in the Dow 30. And just companies you know about already. So I think these are 57 of like really good stocks to just keep your portfolio up and running. I have most of these, at least one share of it, and my non ETF side of my portfolio is up 33%, and I'm up $9,000, and that's what's really keeping my my portfolio up, because to tell you the truth, my other side of my portfolio, which is mostly ETFs, or yes, mostly ETFs, is down 21%. So splitting it up to have these things showing up one side, and even though I'm getting paid really high numbers from Yomax, my portfolio is down 20%. As of yesterday, it was 21.56% on the ETF side versus up $9,000 and 33% on the side that holds these things in it. So again, that's just fixing your portfolio to not just have ETFs in it. Even though you make good payments, I think you should have some of both in your portfolio just so it doesn't, you don't get the heavy hit when you get the nav erosion from some of these ETF stocks. So that's just my idea. I put it out there, I put together what I have. I have most of these. What I don't have, I'm going to buy hopefully by the end of this year, because some of these are really expensive. Like Netflix, it takes a long time to buy Netflix stocks. Netflix is like $1,200. So take your time, buy the ones that's like $50, $70. Buy those first, as long as you get something in there to help you out. Walmart is like $100, so it's not too much. It's compared to Netflix. Trying to buy a Netflix stock, you could buy Walmart stock for like less than $100. Get some of those. Um, Tesla is a little bit down now. I think Tesla's gonna make a comeback, even though they're having a hard time now. So Tesla is a good price now. It's down less than it was for a while. Nike is down a little bit. Um, which other one was down? Yeah, you could buy Coca Cola is not bad. You can buy some of those. Again, Coca Cola been around forever, and Coca Cola increases its dividend, so a good one to hold. Costco costs a lot of money, so you're gonna take a while to buy one of those too. So just think about which ones you can get into, but it does look good to have something high and not see a negative percentage when you look at some of these ETFs, depending again what price you came in as. Some of you guys came in at a really good price for the ETFs, so you have not experienced NAV erosion. But for some other people who got it at a really high price, it doesn't look good in your portfolio. So if you want to have something else to pump you up, you can buy one of these 57 I'm looking at right now, like 57 stocks. It's 57. Uh, yeah, 57. So you can buy one of those. And now I'll probably, as the dividends for them come out, because I do hold them, as the dividends come out or advise, I'll just update this thing. And maybe I'll go back and update the front to see who had a dividend increase already for the year. So I'll fill that in and let you guys know what's going on. And that's the show. Let me see. Again, I'm gonna look for. It's not gonna. All right, let's forget it. I don't think Defiance is gonna come out. It's already 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna load this video up. Thank you for watching. This is Bluayado channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.